at the line for two.
That one is no good.
And one thing about UConn that has been true all throughout their rise as a power, they have always played solid defense. It's something the program really hammers home.
Now here's Joseph. To the wing on the left. Here's Keith. From outside off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Here's Joseph. Again, the miss by the Huskies. And Greg, you mentioned UConn moments ago in their defensive pride. Some great defenders, Clark, have come out of that school.
Yeah, you look at them, Mecca Okafor and Hasheem Thabit. Both were dominating rim protectors. And even their guards and swingmen get after you defensively. You know, Freak just hasn't been able to perform how we're accustomed to seeing him up until this point. I mean, he just hasn't been able to string anything together.
There are a lot of things that might be affecting him. You know, with his reputation.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Here's Free. So on the floor for UCLA. Freak in at power forward. Fresh is out there with Free. Then there's Campbell, and it's Roberts in at the 5.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
UConn with the ball. They trail by 1. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Martin's got 5 now.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
1:58 left to play in the first half. Here's Free. There's Freak. Misfires after coming off the pick.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Pass to Fresh. To the paint. It's tipped. They're running, pushing it up. Here's Joseph. Finishes the break with a slam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Inside, here's Keith. Here's Martin. No good. The Bruins go the other way with it. Fast break, UCLA. Here's Fresh. Joseph with the rebound. The Huskies leading by 3. Here's Splitter. Here's Martin. Tries yet again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
And guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach, but I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
We've got Keefe, and it's Joseph in at the small forward position. And for the Bruins, Freak in at the 4 spot. Free out there with Fresh. Then there's Campbell, and it's Roberts in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Huskies, they've got Martin, and it's Splitter in at the 5 down low.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Day kicks to Splitter, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Day, the pass to Martin. Inside. Here's Splitter. That one off the back iron and out. UCLA trails by 9.
Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they found in the tournament over the years? I mean, 4 titles for that program and all, with the first coming in '99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
The Huskies have won the college championship, Greg, in a number of ways, both as a favorite and as an underdog.
Yeah, I mean, they won as high as the 1 seed back in '99. And then how about in 2014? They were a 7 seed that went all the way to win and cut down those nets. So they have rightly earned every ounce of fear and respect opponents have for them come tournament time.
Here's Reed. And out of bounds as the Bruins gain possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Freak. Here's Free. So on the floor for UCLA. Freak, he's in at power forward. Fresh is out there with Free. Then there's Campbell, and it's Roberts in at the center.
It's been a good one for Freak. He's got 13 points and 2 rejections. More than half their points have come from him alone.
It's been a one-man show. He has carried them offensively.
And both free throws good from Freak. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Outside, Martin. Shoots from the elbow. And that one's good. Martin's got the lead up to 12 now for the Huskies. Martin's gone a nice 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. And a wide open look for Freak. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The Huskies on offense. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Now the dish to Martin. Cuts off the pass. Pushing it up. Here's Roberts. Off target from outside.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there for us.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Huskies.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Day kicks to Martin. Floats one up, and it's Freak with the rebound.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
No good. Excellent D there from Pierce. Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Day, the pass to Keefe. He dishes it to Martin. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
And the pass to Free. Here's Freak. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
And the foul called on Freak. Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's Arizona facing the UCLA Bruins.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have. It's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Taking a look at Arizona. They've got Mitchell. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Johnson. And it's Lewis in at the 5. Count the bucket. Precious got his first basket.
Boy, Arizona has had a lot of outstanding players in the NBA at all positions. For a while, they were known as a guard factory, and rightly so. Plenty of the outstanding guards have played in Wildcat jerseys.
And it's Mitchell missing. Campbell inside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
The legendary John Wooden was the coach at UCLA from 1948 until 1975, and Greg, he built his program from obscurity into one of the most storied programs in the country.
Yeah, I mean, he was a fantastic coach, arguably the best of all time, and even a better person by all accounts. I mean, there's a reason why such great awards carry his namesake. He coached a lot of the greats in terms of our game.
Lawson's against Free. Lawson kicks to Johnson. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Campbell. There's the dish to Freak. It's rebounded by Lawson.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Feeds it to Johnson. It's deflected, but they recover it. Here's Free. Pass to Campbell. To the inside. There's Freak. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Now Arizona with it. They trail by 1. Lawson kicks to Mitchell. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Here's Free. Freak in at power forward. Fresh is out there with Free. Then there's Irving.